Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I get my hands on Batman's bike, a Honda CB650F. Cue the intro. Well, something amazing has happened as always. I got contacted via the Facebook Messenger from the guy that I went out with, the subscriber I went out with for a ride the other week, and he messaged me with a quite simple plan of action. He said, "Do you reckon flames are coming out of my exhaust? And shall we find out?" And how can you not say yes to that? So I'm taking the opportunity to have hopefully a go on his bike, learn about his bike, get some cool footage about his bike, and see if we can get some flames out. So it's a kind of helmet head style nutty review as always, with probably all the wrong facts and all the wrong information, but it's going to be a giggle. So let's talk about the Honda CB650F. Well, here is the Honda CBF. So this bike, in my opinion, straight away looks like something that's come out of the Batman film. Now, if it was pure black, I'd definitely say it's Batman bike. With the red, it's definitely got the Robin bike look. Now, the guy that owns it says he thinks it looks like sort of like a wasp's kind of sort of face on the front, maybe transformery, but it's definitely got some of those kind of slick, cool looks. And if you'd sort of walk past it, you'd go, I wouldn't mind a go. Now, I'm going to show you my fantastic technical skills. So this engine itself is around 90 brake horsepower, and that is all I pretty much know. I'm not interested in torque for sausages and all the rubbish that people want to droll on about. If you want your specs, you can quite easily go online and find out for yourselves. But it's got an aftermarket exhaust on, and it sounds literally like a racing bike. You can hear it coming down the road. So we're going to be interesting later. We're going to strap a camera on. We're going to see if we can get any flames coming out of the back. We're going to have a giggle. But surely on the way it looks, I just think it looks really cool. It just has that sort of superhero kind of bike look that you can see him come flying out of the garage in. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So far, so good. So the next thing to do is, of course, try and talk the owner into letting me ride it. Okay, so this is the moment where I'm going to have to ask, is it possible to ride your bike? Now, this is world famous, this monkey bike, and many people have basically come from around the world just to try and sit on it and touch it. So there could be a potential offer and bargaining. I get to ride yours, you get to ride mine. What do you say?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd love to ride the monkey bike.
Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we're going to do a first impressions ride. Literally jump on it. I've never ridden this bike before. I'm going to sort of give it a little bit of beans, not too much, and literally just get my first impressions riding this bike. Because like I said, will it make me feel like Batman or Robin? Let's find out. Right, well, here we go then. The CB, I better pull my pants up. The Honda CB650F, first ride, first go. And I've just got off the monkey bike, so this already feels like a rocket, a turbo. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Right, let's go. I'm always nervous riding anyone's bike because it's, you know, this is a person's pride and joy. Oh, mate! Oh, yes! And you hear that engine? Oh, do you know what? I feel like Batman going flying through the dark night. Oh, yes. Okay, straight off, I'm going to say it feels quite light to ride, but also quite heavy, all at the same time. So it's really got that kind of well-balanced feel. I do generally feel like I'm about to go and rescue a princess. I mean, that's for sure. Oh, it just sounds superb. Okay, it's a nice sweeping bend here to really feel that. See how it handles. Oh, I just want to get my knee down. Oh, yes! Oh, man. Okay. If anyone says this is a tame, boring ride, they'd be lying. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, You know, it's not obviously as quick as the Honda Monkey with its 9 brake horsepower and with its 90. This is my last blast up that tree. You ready? Go! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, wow. First impressions, without a shadow of a doubt. This is awesome. Now, I know you can pick these up current price-wise around £5 grand. I had a little bit of a look. For about £5 grand, you can currently pick these up. For £5 for like a, you know, 2-year-old bike-ish. What a bargain. See, a Honda. I think Honda are like literally, at the moment, they are literally like stealing my love for bikes. Oh, Triumph, you've got to pull some out of the bag for me, because you're doing well, Honda. Really well. Wow. Well, I tell you now, that has just made me smile like ear to ear. And it sounds basically like you're on a rocket. It's got that kind of quite close kind of racy feel. You feel literally glued into that seat as well. And that very sort of brief ride is just been like, oh, if I rode that every day, I'd probably ride like absolutely nuts. Now, like I turned around and said, for me, that is definitely a Batman bike, not a Robin bike. So there's a really one simple question. Are you Batman?
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we actually came here originally to strap a camera to this bike onto the actual exhaust that, as you can see, is aftermarket. And it has a massive bang to it as soon as you drop down the revs quite rapidly. And when we want to see if we can get flames, if we could get flames, could you even imagine how awesome and cool that would be? So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to strap a camera to it. We're going to give it a little bit of beans, and we're going to see what we get out of the exhaust. And if we get flames, happy day. If not, we might get a big bang. I will do my absolute best to try and do something with the sound of the footage so it does not blow your speakers off of the wall. But if it does happen, remember, don't sue. Right, here we go. So as promised, a first ride on a Honda CB650F, and as you saw, it was an absolute giggle. I was smiling ear to it. It sounds like, just sounds like a race bike. It's really cool. It has that kind of position as well. All I'll turn around and say, as always, this isn't a serious review of the bike at all, but it is dead comfortable, it looks good, and it sounds absolutely awesome. And it's a Honda, so it's never going to go wrong. But what I'll turn around and say is, the one thing I got from today is I got to ride Batman's bike. I mean, how cool is that? Okay, so all that's left to do now is, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Honda CB650F. there was the Honda CB650F, and I still think it's Batman's bike, because when you get on it you feel like you're Batman. You generally want to go and rescue somebody and get the bad guys, and it's got that MotoGP kind of sound that roars. Now, I didn't see any flames coming out of it, but it was filmed on a nice sunny day, so potentially at night I could see flames shooting out of it as you're going down the road, and how cool would that actually look? But generally, the Honda CB650F felt really well made. It's a Honda. It felt like a fantastic kind of aggressive, forward-facing kind of feel to the bike itself, but you felt planted on that bike as well. I'd say as a rider it was definitely like an average kind of weight, a little bit top heavy, but still felt absolutely amazing. You generally felt like you just wanted to go straight off. It was just absolutely cracking. Now I want to say a massive thank you to Simon, the guy that owns the bike, who let me ride the bike and let me do that video and come along for the day for the filming. Thank you so much to Simon. Potentially he might be called Bruce Wayne, but we don't know. So I also want to turn around and say thank you to my subscribers, and say hello to all the new people that have subscribed to the channel. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't, please click below, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to give a thumbs up before the video ends. And also, please leave a nice comment. I'd really appreciate it. I want to say again a huge thank you to the guys, the patrons, the people that help fund this channel, the ones that basically invest in making these videos keep coming out as quick as they do. You guys are absolutely awesome. There's lots of tiers, and literally from one great British pound you can join the patron team and literally see these videos before anybody else does on YouTube. So if you're sort of considering it, there's a link down below, click on it. There's loads of tiers, like I said. There's Steve Bolter, that made me a lord, that gets a regular mention on this channel, and there's a big fan tier like Hoppo, that's basically where you literally say, I am a huge fan of the channel and I want to support you as much as I financially can. So thank you to Hoppo, you are an absolute legend, buddy. Thank you so much for your support, and all my patrons, you guys really do help me fund this channel and help get these videos out quicker, so thank you. And then I suppose the last thing, the big thing, the most important thing in life to turn around and say is, eat pies, ride motorcycles, be happy. See you in the next crazy Hammerhead adventure. Bye bye for now.